buildings because of the limitations regarding what we could do with these buildings as they are particularly listed. So you do have to be a little bit extra careful. Very steep stairs, so just be mindful of your head if you're on the taller side and always hold on to the handrail, and then you should be perfectly fine. Now,
That's the simple answer. A man who makes beer was enough. But there's a difference between the man who makes beer at home for himself and the man who brews thousands of barrels.
How do you do? I am Carl Jacobsen, and I am the son of the founder, the Carl in Carlsberg. You will wonder, naturally, what would speak English better? Visit English Brewery.
From him, I learned the power of science and understood it was the key to improving.
Don't think you were supposed to take me to court, but you did. Your own son.
I thought you were trying to steal from me.
Pursue perfection, you would always say. So I did. We brewed wonderful beers that you would have disapproved of.
you are after all a different man.
But now, it's picture time. Hurry up now, and remember to smile.
Yeah, this one is the one you have when you go inside the exhibition.
Original.